If you watch this video, you are surely aware of the vibrations that permeate your existence. But behind everything you think you know, something intriguing hides. Something that escapes convention. Something that no one dares to tell you openly, at least until today. Are you ready to reveal the secrets that will transform your vibration and therefore your life? Join us on this journey, where the truth about our energy finally comes to light, helping us become the beings of light we are all destined to be. Stay until the end. As we know, our energy vibration interacts with the universe in surprising ways. When you raise your vibration, it's like putting on new glasses. You begin to see life without those judgments and conditioning that have been following you like a shadow. Everything comes to life under this new light. And once you experience life from this new perspective, there is no turning back. You can no longer settle for less. And this energy that we feel is directly related to our life, because whether we want to accept it or not, we are immersed in an ocean of energy. The way we walk, the objects in our room, everything releases an energy, of which we must be aware if we want to raise our vibration. This is where the great secret comes into play. Prana, that vital energy that comes from ancient traditions. A spark that lights the candle of your existence. When you understand how that connection between prana and energy works, that is when you take control of your life. The melody of your life becomes more harmonious, and everything seems to take on a new tone. Your new glasses have worked perfectly. But as you can imagine, this process does not happen overnight, and it requires the discipline of an athlete to achieve it. Daily practice is the training that allows us to control vital energies that fill us with power. And this is not just about sitting and meditating, although this is an important part of the process. It is also about creating a routine that connects you with those currents of energy that flow through you. Why is this so important? Because controlling these vital energies is what allows us to be the directors of our lives. It allows us to have a remote control to change moods at will. And the daily practice that brings us closer to this goal encompasses all those small habits that make up our routine. If your first activity of the day as soon as you open your eyes is to check your social networks, even before you get out of bed, you are leaving a lot of your energy there. In an activity that does not contribute anything to your vibrations, and that on the contrary, lowers them to dangerous levels. A good activity to do as soon as you open your eyes in the morning is to take some time to meditate, or simply play relaxing music as you get ready to start the day. Everything that makes you feel good and is positive for you will raise your energy. But the truth is that we often go through life making choices without really thinking about them. Whether in our relationships or the career we choose, sometimes we go with the flow without even questioning why we do things. It is only when we take a moment to think that we identify all those things that hold us back from raising our vibration. You start to see those relationships that maybe weren't so healthy. Or you realize that your current job doesn't light that spark in your soul. You review every aspect of your life, and suddenly you see each choice with surprising clarity. Although it can be hard to see our mistakes and weaknesses squarely, it is necessary so that we can learn and make more conscious choices in the future. Relating it to the hard truth about raising your vibration that we talked about before, this conscious change is like the next scene in your life movie. You see those past choices clearly, and now you're ready to make a conscious shift towards something that resonates more with you. Existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre would argue that most people live in what he called bad faith, a kind of self-deception where they avoid facing the freedom and responsibility of their choices. As we walk through life, we make automatic decisions without really questioning their meaning. In this case, Sartre's lesson is that only when we take the time to reflect do we identify the chains that bind us and prevent us from rising to new heights in our relationships and careers. Unhealthy relationships or jobs that do not ignite our inner spark are products of decisions made in bad faith, without true conscience. Conscious change, then, is the crucial scene in our life movie, where we see our past choices clearly and are ready to make choices that resonate more with our authenticity. The real test of our vibration is not only in what we attract, but in how we maintain alignment with creative energy in the midst of the storms of life. Resilience and connection in this philosophical context become genuine indicators of our authenticity and spiritual vibration. Resilience is what allows you to keep your vibration high even when the world turns against you, protecting you against any fall. Let's face it, it's easy to be positive when everything is in its place. But when things get complicated, that's where we really see the true vibration in action. You must do everything in your power to maintain that inner connection that tells you that everything is okay, even when the world seems like chaos. These types of negative situations can cause what we call spiritual paralysis, a state in which our negative thoughts stagnate us and slow us down. It can happen to anyone, even the most experienced on the spiritual path. But you should not be afraid, because in philosophy, we find the opportunity to get out of that trance state. Alan Watts, the influential Buddhist philosopher, invites us to confront this spiritual blockage with a deep analysis of its origin. This step involves honest introspection to understand if the blockage is rooted in fear, limiting beliefs, or past experiences. Only when you are totally open and honest with yourself can you deal with all that limits you. Mindfulness practices such as meditation also occupy an important place on this path to elevation. Cultivating awareness of the present moment through these practices can be an effective way to disconnect from negative or limiting thoughts. Focusing on the now creates mental space for new energies and perspectives that were previously overshadowed by lockdown. Your past no longer exists, and the future, even if you want to predict it, is uncertain. However, the present is here, representing the reality that you can change. Only when you understand this premise, the world around you begins to change. Your vibrations become much more powerful. Watts also addressed the duality of life and how resisting certain aspects can create spiritual blocks. The acceptance that spirituality does not always imply a state of ecstasy, but also going through difficult times, is liberating during this process of self-knowledge. Embracing the duality of the human experience, according to Watts, is essential to overcoming blockages and allowing stagnant energy to flow. We are not perfect, and sometimes it is simply too difficult to raise our vibration. Embrace those moments of vulnerability. May they serve as a boost for you to come back stronger than ever. That's what separates successful people from mediocre ones, the ability to get up after falling. And to conclude, we find one of the most important tips that we can follow to raise our vibration and our energies. We are talking about staying connected with nature. Watts' deep appreciation for connecting with nature suggests that getting outdoors and immersing yourself in natural environments can be a source of spiritual renewal. Nature, according to his philosophy, offers simple but powerful lessons about flowing with life. This contact can be therapeutic and liberating, providing a necessary escape from blockages. You can venture through a nearby park or forest, embracing the Japanese practice of Shinrin-yoku. Breathing deeply and allowing the serenity of the environment to flow over you recharges your energies. You are in connection with nature and therefore with the entire universe. If you have a garden, you can also witness the small miracles of nature. The act of planting and caring for a seed until it grows represents a great charge of energy. You connect with the cycle of life, in addition to helping you exercise your discipline and your sense of belonging. That plant you take care of is an extension of you. Depending on how you take care of it, it will grow. When you need to renew your energy, follow these tips, nature will always represent an opportunity to do so. Every breeze and every sunrise is a gentle but powerful reminder that, like nature, we too can flow gracefully in the river of life. Now, with the tools at your disposal, it is up to you to rise and become the being of light that you so desire to be. I invite you to leave in comments the activity that helps you elevate your energies. Thus, you will help others to also reach that state of intrinsic elevation. Remember, becoming a being of light also involves sharing what you have learned. When you share, you also give yourself the opportunity to receive. What do you think about this topic? Leave your opinion in comments. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message, and don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thank you for watching and for joining this journey, and we are waiting for you in the next video. Blessings.